A police officer swims 100 yards against the current to rescue an injured dog. I'm going to read into this story from Sunny Skies, you guys. Let's go. This is Reganelite here. The story we got for you guys is from Sunny Skies. They're a great website. They have some really good news stories, and I'm going to continue to share any lovely stories with you guys here. And this one here is one earlier, not too long ago, to be fair. A police officer that swims 100 yards against the current to rescue an injured dog. A police officer in Atlantic City is being praised for his heroic actions after he dove into a fringe water to rescue the injured dog struggling to stay afloat. Now, obviously, some people would describe this man as a hero for saving this dog and whatnot. I just see it. I wouldn't. I don't think he would like. I don't think the interpretation is like. At the end of the day, there's an animal in trouble, and dogs are man's best friend, as the saying goes. And like any human, if you can save them, please do so. I think that the situation in this regard here is that. Obviously, the obvious solution would be to obviously get a boat out there to get to the dog. Now, it might have been the case. That perhaps they couldn't get the boat was going to take too long, and he decided to take actions into his own hands. And I think it's very brave to do so as well. It's incredibly brave to do that as well, because especially when the current is against you, obviously you need to be a good swimmer, and clearly the officer was a good enough swimmer to overcome it, and he managed to get the dog to safety, which is really, really great there. But obviously, the question you have to ask is, how did the dog end up in this situation in the first place? So, body camera footage and video from the Atlantic City Fire Department shows Officer Matt Schmidt running into action after spotting a stray dog in the bay in the Venice Park. The dog, who had earlier slipped away from the animal council, still had a catch pole around its neck when it leaped into the chilly water. Without hesitation, Officer Schmidt removed his shoe and gear before jumping in. Battling the current, he swam roughly 100 yards to reach the frightened animal and carefully guided it back to shore. Thanks to his quick and selfless response, the dog was safely rescued, treated for its injuries, and later reunited with its grateful owner. So, there's a bit here from... let's have a bit of a listen here, because we'll hear from the officer here from this footage here from CBS News here.
Officer is being hailed as a hero now after he jumped into chilly bay waters to rescue an injured dog.
CBS News Philadelphia's Ross DeMattei spoke with that officer and joins us now with more. Ross.
Hey, Siafa and Natasha. Yeah, so officers were called about a tan and white pit bull that was reportedly abandoned and walking with a limp. Well, that dog managed to elude animal control by jumping into the bay, but that didn't stop one brave officer from following him in.
Are you sure you go out that far?
I'm gonna have to try.
Body camera footage shows the moment when Atlantic City Police Officer Matt Schmidt made the daring decision.
Wow, that's pretty far.
I know, but what else am I supposed to do? So I was like, okay, it's struggling, the current's strong, it's getting weighted down, and it's just gonna tire out. So I just felt like, okay, clearly a boat is not gonna get here in time, so this is not a choice. I have to go if I want this dog to live.
Police drone video picks up the pursuit from there. Officer Schmidt estimates he swam about 100 yards to get to the dog and secure a type of leash around its neck. Back on shore, an animal control officer can barely watch.
I don't watch horror movies. Like, I can't with the suspense. I can't.
Once I had him in my control, I'm just basically talking to him. I'm like, okay, buddy, just help me. Just swim with me, not away from me. Don't make this double hard. So I was having a little chat with him while we were on the way back.
Together, the two made the long swim back to land, with Officer Schmidt eventually pulling the pup to safety in a marshy area along the shore.
You good? Yeah, he's a very, very bad boy.
Officer Schmidt describes himself as a dog lover and says he'd do it all over again in a similar situation. Just don't call him a hero.
Honestly, I was just trying to do my job. I'm just glad I got to save the dog. I certainly wasn't thinking that way when I was acting. I was just, this dog has to be saved.
Yeah, that's just it. He's a dog person, and he wanted to save the dog's life. That's generally it. And he doesn't want to be hailed as some kind of massive hero or anything like that. He saw the dog in danger. Its life was in danger, and he decided to take the appropriate action for it. And good on him for doing so. We always hear all the time about how bad police officers can be. We always hear more the bad than the good, and it's a good reminder that I know this is an American story for our UK for most of my UK viewers, but it's a reminder that there are very good police officers out there that do some very important things, and in this situation here, he saved that dog's life, and that dog can have a bit more of a prolonged life thanks to the actions of this officer, and kudos to him. So what do you guys honestly think? What do you guys make of this lovely, heartwarming story of the police officer here swimming 100 yards against the current to rescue the injured dog? Let me know your thoughts and more down in the comments below. If you found this video heartwarming in any way, shape or form, please hit that like button, share it across social media, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and do check out the Good News Good Vibes playlist. Link for it will appear at the end of the video. So thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to catch you all very, very soon.